So this is my review of the Grand Palladium in Jamaica based on our stay on the week that we were there. Overall, it was our second trip. We stayed about a year and a half ago at the Lady Hamilton. We had a really good time. This time we tried the Jamaica side, and once again we had a really good time. Not a whole lot to complain about. I will say that they advertised the Grand Palladium to be in Montego Bay. Well, it's not. It's in Lucy, Jamaica, which is like a 40-minute ride from the airport. But not the end of the world. But when you hear Montego Bay, you're thinking 10 minutes from the airport, and it's not. The check-in was a breeze. It does look like a lot of people, but the line moved very quick. Very impressed. So this is our room tour, room 2413 at the Grand Palladium Jamaica side.
Welcome.
And this is Cheryl, and she will give us the tour.
First, we'll start off after we enter in the bathroom, which has a shower.
Nice shower head.
The commode.
Yeah, which sits pretty high.
It does sit high, and I'm a short person. But so then we have our vanity and the soaking tub. Then you come back here. Up here we have the closet.
Yeah, plenty of space. Extra pillow.
And the safe.
And what about a hairdryer?
There is a hairdryer. I was wrong. When we first got here, I didn't think they had one, but here is the hairdryer.
Okay.
And then you walk down the hall. We have a full-length mirror, so you can check out your wardrobe. Then a king-size bed with 2 end tables. A nice entertainment center with your TV, coffee pot. It does come with a coffee in the morning, so you can make your own coffee. The fridge, they stocked it earlier when we were in here. So you have waters, you have some beer, Coke, and some beers.
Mm-hmm.
A nice little desk to do your work.
What about a coffee pot?
Right there.
Oh yeah. Coffee or tea.
Yes. Then, like I said, a little computer station, a desk if you needed to do some online work.
And these are the plugins, so you can get a good look so you know.
And then we have our little sitting area, like a little living room. I'm not sure if that breaks out into a bed. I don't think that it does, but it might, but I'm not sure. And earlier we had, I always get cold. So I always need blankets. I know you would think, why in Jamaica are you getting cold? I don't know, but I always do. So I had asked for some extra blankets and they gave us 2. So then we head out here to our little porch or whatever you call it. Nice and sunny. It has a nice little area to hang up your bathing suits. I noticed that the staff had given us a nice little seating area.
And this is the view. But yeah.
It's nice and hot right now.
Yeah, but that is it, right?
Yes, that is it. A nice room.
So there's the room tour. So now the restaurants. There are 7 restaurants. We ate at 6 of them. The one we did not eat at was the Suntory. We ate there the last time when we were there at the Lady Hamilton. And there's 3 buffets, which we did eat at all 3. Two jerk huts, which we did eat at 1. Breakfast was always the buffet. A lot of choice, very good every morning. Lunch, once again, a lot of variety, very good. Dinner time was the same way, a lot of variety. Excellent. Service was excellent. Always had good desserts, which aren't good for me, but... And then the sports bar actually had decent food. They're open really late, like 4 in the morning, and they have food, nachos, hot dogs, hamburgers, stuff like that. And then the jerk chicken hut. I will say, I said it in another review, this is probably the best jerk chicken I've ever had. Miss Lou's Coffee Bar was always good. We went every morning. The pastries were really good, fresh. These are the restaurants we did eat at. El Dorado Steakhouse. That was really good. We ate there the last time when we stayed at the Lady Hamilton, and it's just as good. And then the Poseidon. We didn't have reservations till 8:30 at night. The food was good, but I will say it was a little dry, but I think it's because of the timing. That rice is called black rice, and it's actually made with squid ink. It wasn't very tasty, I didn't think, but this was like a bean soup, which was really good. The desserts at all the restaurants were really good. And then the La Eldelita, that was the Mexican restaurant. That was really good too. Once again, service was great. Everybody, staff, super nice. Food was really good. And Jamaica, once again, another good restaurant. Service, once again, very good. Food, very tasty. That is the Indian restaurant. I thought for sure it'd be really spicy. It wasn't. You can have it really spicy if you ask, but the food there was excellent. Service, excellent. Now they have 9 bars and a beer hut. We didn't go to all 9 bars. We did go to the beer hut. The entertainment was good. The Silverbirds were there. They're always good. Then game time. They played bingo down there a lot different. Actually, it was a lot of fun to watch. And then they had an MJ tribute, which was one of the better ones I've ever seen. Very good. Infinity Bar for dancing, and they actually had a hookah bar there. And then now they have ping pong table, miniature golf. Behind that white wall is an archery. Then they had a soccer field, tennis courts, basketball court. And then now the spa. We had gone there twice, and nobody was using any of it while we were there. And same thing with the last time we were at the Lady Hamilton. We were the only ones there, but very nice, very clean, very quiet. And then now they have like all these different spas, which was pretty cool. We didn't go into any of them this time. When we were at the Lady Hamilton, we did go in. But like I said, very nice and clean. They play like peaceful music. It's really chill. And then on this sign, it gives you how long you should be in each room for health reasons. And they do have a bar, Habit's Healthy Bar. It's like fruit smoothies, stuff like that. So my wife did get her nails done there, and she was really happy with the job they did. And the lady that did it, she was super nice. Now, I will have to say this about the gym. I would have to say it is still the biggest gym at any resort that I've ever stayed at. There are 2 full rooms. This machine here is something new that they've gotten. Very clean inside, very cool. The guy that was in charge, super nice guy, very helpful. But I mean, if you're looking for a workout, in peace, this is definitely the gym for you. It has everything that I think imaginable to have a complete workout. Now the kids club, there is stuff for kids. There's a baby club, a mini club, and a Black and White's junior teens club with activities. This is footage from an old video that I did of the water park. I will say this, while we were there in May, the water park was closed, it was drained, they were doing some type of construction on it. So I'm not sure when that's going to be up and going, but if you're traveling with a family, you may want to check in before you reserve. Now the pool. Now this pool here, it does have a swimmer bar. They say it is the biggest pool in all of Jamaica, and I would have to probably agree with that. The beach was very nice. We were always able to find a chair, water nice and clean. There is an adults only pool with a bar. Not a whole lot of people there either. I don't believe, we never seen any kids there because it's adults only. But the beach, like I said, we always found a chair. Beach was clean. The staff at the beach even was super nice. Now for shopping, there's like 3 or 4 different shops. There's a jewelry store, and then if you're planning on a wedding, you can plan it there. While we were there were 4 weddings going on, and I can't pick up a better place to be married at. Very nice. If you wanted to book a tour, they have that there also. The gift shop is just like any other resort gift shop, a little higher priced, but everything that you need and everything that you don't need. There are cats, but they seem to have the cat population under control. One of the nice things was every night, the sunset. Very nice, great picture opportunities, just very beautiful. And then coming in 2027 is the new TRS resort. I believe it's going to be on the other side of Sunset Cove. So overall, we had a really good time. We were here for our 39th wedding anniversary. We are talking about coming back here for our 40th. We're not 100% sure yet. We did have a good time. I do want to make a side note. If you are handicapped or you're traveling with somebody that's handicapped, this resort is very handicapped accessible with one condition. You have to get a room on the first floor. None of the buildings with the rooms have elevators in them, but the main building does have 2 elevators, and that will get you up to some of the restaurants, also to the Infinity Bar and to Miss Lou's Coffee. But other than that, I did see people in wheelchairs. They did get around fine. But yeah, overall, like I said, the staff was very good. The employees seemed very happy, and that's a good sign. I know they take care of their employees. There's a lot of resorts that don't. This is one that does. So I've said it in my last review that I did of Lady Hamilton. This is definitely a resort to get behind. Like I said, we had a good time. Hopefully we'll be back next year or possibly sooner. That would be nice also. I would like to say, if you're looking for transportation, either an excursion or a ride to the airport and from, our adopted son Carl has become a Judah driver, and this is his information.